So now we're going to have a look on the feature navigation. We changed to day mode for this purpose. We can either click on the tile directly or use this shortcut on the home screen to enter a destination. But first we're going to have a look on the map as usual. So we click on navigation and then simply click directly into the map to enlarge it. So we can zoom in and zoom out. Just let's see how far we can zoom out, whether we can see the whole globe or only Europe. Okay, now that was it. So it's all two-dimensional, but it's the entire world. Then we're zooming back in, and if you don't want to zoom in by hand, you can simply click on that icon in the upper left corner to locate your position again and to center the map. So we zoom in a bit more, center again. Then in the lower right corner there's a shortcut to change the map views. Change from 2D to 3D, for instance. Then everything becomes three-dimensional with a horizon. You can choose between north up and heading up. No, it's north up. For our trip, we are choosing 2D heading up. Click on back. And here we go, 2D heading up. And behind that icon in the upper left corner, there was some more options. One was to update your map. And we click on this just to show it as an example. Click OK. Then there's the battery range. We're not going to click on this now, but in our online database screens, you will find all the use cases and clicks. So click on the icon in the center, then there's search. And we enter a destination. So we start with a city, Stuttgart. And right behind it, the street, Theodor Heuss Strasse. This is where our headquarters is. Number 24. Click on enter. And it is searching the most relevant. There's only one. It's directly shown in the map on the right side. So we choose this. See the entire route. You can choose an alternative route, but this doesn't seem to be choosable by clicking on it. Click on route options. System does not react anymore, but we will give it a few seconds. Here we go. Okay, there's the entire map, and maybe we can choose the alternative route from this view by clicking on it. No, that wasn't it, but at least we found out how to set a waypoint. Well, okay, we're not choosing an alternative route now, but we're going to analyze this vehicle in detail in our online database screens, and we're going to perform all the use cases regarding alternative routes and everything you can click on in the navigation feature. But for now, we're simply going to hit the start button to give you an impression of how the navigation works in this car. And the route has been calculated and we're ready to go now.
After 500 meters, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Strasse.
In the instrument cluster, I have chosen the largest map format I could choose. It's almost the entire display. The speed is shown in the head-up display. Flickers a little bit because the recording is done with a cell phone in this case.
After 200 meters, at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Strasse. At the roundabout, take the second exit.
More details on the head-up display you will of course find in our online database screens. At this roundabout, we will not follow the navigation recommendation just to see how quickly the alternative route is being calculated. And there's the alternative route already.
Now turn right.
Now we're driving against the sun now, which kind of messes up the recording. This is why we're going to interrupt the video here. Now the light is much better and the buildings are covering the sun. Now we're going to pull over quickly to add a waypoint. Depending on the manufacturer, there's lots of different terms used. Intermediate destination, waypoint, stopover, all kinds of terms. So we are going to click on this tile and then on edit, because we want to edit the current destination. Click on add waypoint, then click on search. And we enter Uhingen, Uhinger Straße 69. This is where we came from. Just to show you what happens if you enter a waypoint and reach this waypoint or drive past it. And as waypoint, system is calculating. Since we only have to travel a few hundred meters to reach our destination, the system seems to take quite a long time to calculate the route. And there is no possibility given to replace the destination. You can only add it as a waypoint, which is kind of obvious when you clicked on add waypoint before. But nevertheless, it would have been handy to have a choice though. And here we go. The route has been calculated and we follow the route guidance.
Now turn left and then turn right onto Belmerstrasse.
In the instrument cluster, I can see some information on the next maneuver. Then we give you a little preview on the head-up display. More of this, of course, and a detailed analysis of the head-up display you will find in our online database screens.
Now turn right. After 300 meters, you will reach a waypoint on Belmerstrasse.
And we are about to reach our waypoint in a few hundred meters. And if you want to learn more about the navigation feature in the Jaguar I-Pace, you will find much more information and use cases in our online database screens. And here we are reaching our waypoint.